So I hope you're sitting down when you're watching this video because I have like two solid pieces of fantastic news. The first one, my favorite, my hair starting to grow back in, which is good because you have to understand when you get to my age and you shave your head, there is a very high chance your hair will just never grow back. Number two, Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Plus is being announced in August. And a lot of pictures and specifications and information have hit the net. Now, based on all the stuff that we're seeing, we know that the Note 20 is not going to stray far from the Note 10. In fact, the form factor, the design, the way it feels in the hand is going to be exactly the same as the Galaxy Note 10. If you found the Note 10 or Note 10 Plus to be a good feel in your hand, then you're going to like the Galaxy Note 20. Now, they are making some small refinements to make it a better device. For example, this display, which is about 6.8 inches on the Note 10 Plus, is being bumped up to 6.9. They're doing this by reducing the bezel sizes. Now, don't get me wrong. This is a good way to do it while maintaining the same form factor, but palm rejection becomes more of an issue. When you start to go too thin on the bezels, palm rejection gets harder to do. Cutout for the front-facing camera is still going to be there, probably a better module to take better pictures. New OLED display technology is going to be incorporated with the Note 20. Apparently, Samsung has produced some new OLED displays that provide better blue light emission, the lowest on the market, under 6.5%. So this is going to be great when you're using your smartphone at night. You won't get as much blue light. You'll be able to fall asleep easier. On top of that, these new OLED displays are going to have 15% better power consumption. And this kind of gives me an idea. I think Samsung is going to release the Galaxy Note 20 with a 120 Hz display being able to be used at QHD. Now, this is something you can't do on the Galaxy S20 or S20 Ultra because the battery life becomes so poor that it just doesn't last the entire day. In fact, Samsung doesn't even allow you to enable it. If you want to use 120 Hz on the Galaxy S20 or S20 Ultra, you have to lower the resolution to Full HD. Now, the cameras on the back are going to be 3 lenses. The way it looks is not going to look like this. It's going to be more in line with how the S20 Ultra looks. Instead of having this square periscope module, it's going to use 3 circles instead, so it's going to look a lot cleaner. It will be 3 major lenses with a time of flight sensor. Thank God they're getting rid of the 100 times space zoom. That was a total gimmick. It looked terrible when you were taking pictures with it. I think this also means we're going to get good autofocus. It's fine on the S20 and S20 Plus, but autofocus on the S20 Ultra is still hit or miss. Now, based on Samsung's history, they always add the latest chips, processors, best display, pen, whatever they can to the Note lineup. It's always been their powerhouse device. But over the last couple of years, the chips that go inside these phones happen to match the same chips that go inside the Galaxy S lineup. And basically the defining feature between these two product lines comes down to the S Pen. I'm fine with them using the same Snapdragon 865 just because the hardware we have today is so powerful and it can pretty much handle anything. I'm more concerned about the software. To produce a great smartphone, the software experience is so important. Even though Samsung has done a pretty good job of leaning up their UI over the last year or so, they're moving in the opposite direction again. They're adding more redundant apps, they're adding more gimmicks to their smartphone, and I feel like if you use this device over the next 3 to 4 years, it's going to feel a bit too slow compared to other devices that keep more of a lean experience. If you're going to add software features to your phone, don't add it just because it sounds good in marketing materials. Add it because it provides usefulness to the person's life. Look, you can also expect a Galaxy Note 20 normal to be entered into the market as well. Bigger display at 6.42, so it will get a slight bump. I'm hoping they do QHD instead of Full HD. That was my biggest complaint about the previous Note 10. Also the battery life, but that battery spec bump should help out a lot. Same with the bigger Note 20 Plus. Being able to use 120 Hz at QHD is such a great feature. But I think at the end of the day, for a lot of you who have the Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus, don't be jealous. This won't be a major upgrade. Your Note 10 is still going to feel just as fast and just as great. Plus, all these new S Pen features that they're probably bringing to the Note 20 Plus will probably trickle down to your smartphone as well. It might not do it right away. You might have to wait a few months until Samsung releases a software update, but you will get it. However, if you're looking for a brand new Note device, this Note 20 or Note 20 Plus coming out in the next few months will be a good smartphone. When you're only making small improvements and not really changing anything, there's less risk involved, which means you're taking something that's already good and making it slightly better. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this update on the upcoming Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Plus. If anything new or crazy comes out about this smartphone, I'll make another video about it. But like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.